Hi everybody. Wow, that was actually really good timing. My name is Faith. I'm here to talk to you about my favorite movie. My favorite movie of all time is Phantom of the Opera, the 2004 version. Um, it's been like a book. It's been a play, in all kinds of theaters everywhere. Basically, uh, this has been my favorite movie since I was about 5 or 6. It came out whenever I was 4, but I couldn't watch it until I was 5 or 6. I was in a really weird phase. My mom told me that I was scared by a little bit of everything. So she thought that she thought that the Phantom would scare me. But turns out I fell in love with the Phantom. He's been like my childhood crush, I guess you could say. Like that was my first childhood crush I ever had and still have. Actually, the wallpaper on my phone right now is a picture of Phantom of the Opera, who is played by Gerard Butler in this movie. And then Christine is played by Emmy Rossum. But anyways, so it came out in 2004 and it was a British American musical. I guess that's how you could like like say like the genre of it is a musical, obviously, if you're hearing it right now. The soundtrack was by Andrew Lloyd Webber. I love that soundtrack. Whenever I drive home, I have a 3-hour drive. I always put on the album. I love it. The soundtrack is so awesome. But so let me talk about the plot of the movie. A good overall I would say summary of the film would be how the Phantom is a murderous musical genius, and he falls in love with Christine, who has been living in the opera populaire for all of her life. I believe she's made out to be probably 19 or 20 in this movie, and the Phantom is a little bit older and is like early to mid 20s. But he falls in love with her and wants to make her his music prodigy, but also wants to marry her. But then Raoul comes along, who is her childhood sweetheart that they haven't seen each other and made it out to be 10 or 15 years, I would say. And they get caught up again, and it turns out that Raoul and Christine fall in love with each other, which obviously makes the Phantom very mad. So he turns murderous and tries to kill anybody and everybody who is going in his way to get them together or take her away from him. I'd say that this movie is probably one of the best films out there from an FMA major's perspective. I'm an FMA major and a comm major, and I just love music to death. It's one of my favorite things ever. And we do not want ads today. This is not ad sponsor. We are not sponsored by Bubbly Water today. Sorry about that. We're sponsored by Phantom of the Opera. No, I wish. But that's a little bit about the movie. I've loved it for the longest time, and to be able to make this is actually really fun. I love talking about this movie. A lot of people I know don't really like the movie, but every time me and my mom get together, we watch it, or me and my mom and my mom, which is my grandma, we watch it together. I love this movie to death. I actually have a ring. It's supposed to be, this is represented as a Beauty and the Beast ring from the Disney collection at Zales, but I consider it to be the rose from the movie. I love it to death. And then I'm also getting a tattoo, the Phantom of the Opera rose tattoo, whenever I believe it's March 13th or 14th rolls around. I'll be at Sacred Mountain Tattoo getting their tattoo, and I'm super excited about that. But yeah, this is my favorite movie of all time. It was kind of hard to choose because I've been having some really awesome movies coming out lately. I want to mention really fast, I guess. The other, one of my other favorite movies is the newer movie that came out with Rami Malek in it, playing Freddie Mercury from Queen. I love Queen to death. I'm a really big music person, so I guess you could say my favorite genre of movies is musicals, like Hairspray, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's one of my favorite movies, and then a little motion picture, Bohemian Rhapsody, with all of them on the back right there. Their life special, the magazine. I love it. It's just, that's such a great movie as well. I wish they came out with one for Phantom of the Opera. Maybe they did and I missed it. I don't know. Oh well. But that's my favorite movie. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I just want to say thank you really fast for letting me be able to make this cool little project. I really like it. I wish I could throw like some really cool graphics up on the screen. I hope I also don't get copyrighted for that music playing in the background. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, great week, great rest of your semester, great rest of your year. Thank you so much.